Friends, we've all been there, stuck in traffic, staring at a sea of brake lights, questioning our life choices. The frustration builds as we inch forward, wondering if we'll ever reach our destination. It's a universal experience, one that unites us all in a shared moment of exasperation. And who's silently judging us from the sidelines? Traffic cones, those unassuming orange sentinels. They stand there day in and day out, witnessing our daily struggles. But have you ever stopped to think about their perspective? What do they see as we navigate the chaos around them? Little did we know they weren't just directing traffic. They were observing, analysing, learning the intricate dance of the market economy. Each car that passes by, each honk of frustration, adds to their growing database of human behaviour and economic patterns. Turns out, while we were busy refreshing stock apps, the real financial wizards were chilling on the asphalt. They were soaking in the ebb and flow of the market, understanding the nuances that even seasoned traders might miss. Their vantage point gave them insights that were both profound and unexpected. They were mastering the art of risk assessment every time a car swerved to avoid them. Each near miss was a lesson in probability and risk management. They became experts in predicting human behaviour, understanding when a driver would swerve and when they would stay the course. They understood supply and demand better than any MBA graduate. Their constant presence on the road gave them a unique perspective on the flow of goods and services, the peaks and troughs of daily commutes, and the economic impact of traffic patterns. They were, dare I say it, consultants, and they were about to take the financial world by storm. With their newfound knowledge, they were ready to step off the asphalt and into the boardrooms, bringing a fresh perspective to the world of finance. Who knew the key to financial success was moulded from high-density polyethylene? These cones, often overlooked and underappreciated, held the secrets to economic stability and growth. Their resilience and adaptability were qualities that any financial expert would envy. Buckle up, because things are about to get conical. The journey of these traffic cones from the roadside to the financial district is nothing short of extraordinary. Their story is a testament to the unexpected sources of wisdom and insight that surround us every day. This isn't your average pyramid scheme, folks. This is a cone of opportunity. A structure built on a foundation of real-world experience and practical knowledge. It's a new way of thinking about finance, one that challenges the status quo and offers innovative solutions. And trust me, it's enormous. The potential impact of these consultants on the financial world is vast and far-reaching. They represent a new era of economic thought, one that values the lessons learned from the everyday experiences of life on the road. It all started with a rogue algorithm. An algorithm that was never meant to see the light of day, but fate had other plans. A board intern at Goldman Sachs, let's call him Chad, was testing a new AI program. Chad was known for his curiosity and knack for pushing boundaries, often to the dismay of his supervisors. This program was designed to identify untapped potential in unexpected datasets. It was a cutting-edge piece of technology, capable of sifting through mountains of data to find hidden gems. Chad, naturally, fed it traffic camera footage. He was intrigued by the mundane and wanted to see if the AI could find something extraordinary in the ordinary. Turns out the algorithm went full-on deep thought from Hitchhiker's Guide. It didn't just analyse the footage, it pondered over it, drawing connections that no human mind could fathom. It declared traffic cones were the key to unlocking unprecedented financial growth. Yes, those humble orange cones you see on the streets every day. At first, everyone laughed. Chad almost got fired for his little joke. His supervisors couldn't believe he had wasted company resources on such a ridiculous experiment. But then, someone decided to test the algorithm's predictions. A senior analyst, intrigued by the audacity of the claim, decided to give it a shot. They gave a group of cones a simulated stock market scenario. The cones were assigned to make investment decisions based on the algorithm's guidance. And guess what? The cones crushed it. They made investment choices that outperformed even the most seasoned traders. They outperformed seasoned traders by a margin so large it made the decimal point look embarrassed. The results were so staggering that they couldn't be ignored. The news spread faster than a speeding ticket in a school zone. Financial news outlets were abuzz with the story of the century. Soon, every financial institution was scrambling to get their hands on these orange oracles. Banks, hedge funds and investment firms were all in a frenzy. The cones had spoken, and for once Wall Street was listening. The financial world had never seen anything like it. The era of the cone sultan had begun. These traffic cones, once mere tools of road safety, had become the unlikely heroes of the financial world. The making of a cone sultan. Not every cone is cut out for the high-stakes world of finance. It takes a special breed of cone, one with grit, determination, and an uncanny ability to withstand being peed on by drunk college students. The selection process is rigorous. It involves navigating complex mazes, enduring prolonged exposure to rush-hour traffic, and resisting the urge to topple over in a light breeze. Only the most resilient and strategically minded cones make it through. They call it cone silience training. Catchy, right? Those who survive possess an almost zen-like calm. They've seen it all. The market crashes, the bull runs, the guy in the minivan who really needs to invest in a car wash. They are unfazed by the volatility of the market. In fact, they thrive on it. These are not your average cones. These are cone sultans. Coned and conquered. A curriculum of cones, charts and cold hard cash. Once selected, the cones undergo an intensive training program. They're immersed in the world of financial jargon. They learn to speak fluent bull and bear, to analyze candlestick charts, and to calculate risk using something called the coefficient of variation. The training isn't all spreadsheets and algorithms, though. There's a strong emphasis on practical experience. Cones are paired with senior traders who act as mentors. These consiglieres guide the young cones, teaching them the tricks of the trade and how to avoid getting run over by a rogue delivery truck. The result? A new generation of financial gurus who can spot a subprime mortgage from a mile away. They can smell a market bubble before it even starts to inflate. They are the future of finance, and they are here to stay. Or at least until someone invents self-driving cars. Show me the cones. Yes, you heard that right. In the world of corporate finance, traffic cones have become the unlikely heroes. Why corporations are lining up for financial advice. It's not just a quirky trend, it's a phenomenon that's taking the business world by storm. Word on the street literally is that cone sultans are worth their weight in gold. Actually, scratch that. They're worth their weight in platinum. These humble traffic cones have become the go-to advisors for companies looking to navigate the complex world of finance. They're worth their weight in platinum. But why, you ask? What makes these cones so special? Companies are lining up, checkbooks in hand, eager to get a piece of the cone-sulting pie. Why the sudden demand? It's simple. These cones offer something that traditional financial advisors can't. Well, for starters, cones have a unique perspective. They see things from a ground-level view, literally and figuratively. This vantage point allows them to spot trends and patterns that others might miss. They're not swayed by emotions or biases. In the high-stakes world of finance, staying calm and collected is crucial. Traffic cones, by their very nature, are the epitome of calmness. They see the market for what it is, a complex system governed by predictable patterns. They're also incredibly patient. Patience is a virtue, especially in finance, and cones have it in spades. They're used to standing still for hours on end, waiting for the right opportunity to present itself. This patience translates into strategic financial decisions that pay off in the long run. But perhaps the most compelling reason for their success is their sheer confidence. Yes, you heard that right. These cones exude a level of confidence that is infectious. These cones know their worth. They understand the value they bring to the table, and they're not afraid to show it. This self-assuredness is what sets them apart from the rest. They've seen the market crash and burn more times than a teenager learning to drive stick shift. And yet, they remain unfazed. Their resilience is truly remarkable, and yet they remain optimistic. They have an unwavering belief in the market's ability to recover and grow. This optimism is contagious and inspires those around them. They know that in the long run, the market always goes up. This long-term perspective is invaluable in a world where short-term gains often take precedence. And that's the kind of unwavering belief that inspires confidence in even the most jaded investor. So, the next time you see a traffic cone, remember, it might just be the financial advisor your company needs.